Good evening, everyone. My name is Zia, and I make videos about full-time nomad life in my shuttle bus.
All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight.
Sometimes in life, it's the little things that bring you joy, like a peanut butter sandwich, a banana, and some yogurt for lunch. Or coming across a throw that my mom made while I was sorting out things for my final garage sale to get rid of my belongings, and realizing that bringing this along with me in my new home was going to bring me comfort. It's the little things. I'm saying good evening because the video that I recorded earlier didn't have any sound on it. I've got a new microphone, and I think I turned on the transmitter and didn't turn on the mic, so there was no sound. So I'm redoing it this evening. But I wanted to talk to you today about the little things that can make such a difference in your day, in your life, in your mood. And that happened for me today. My friend River came back, and we didn't do anything. Well, I didn't do anything at all. River did everything. Thank you so much, River. What a blessing you were today. Nothing major was done. It wasn't like a huge transformation. We didn't redo the ceiling yet. We didn't build kitchen cabinets. So I've got some clips, and I'm going to show those to you. Here you go. See what we've been up to this week. 3 simple things were done that are going to make my life so much easier. One of them was that River was able to put on all my magnetic closures on my kitchen cabinets. Oh my gosh, I drove here after she'd installed them, and not a single cupboard came open. I didn't have to stack the hampers across the aisle and stuff pillows in place. Everything stayed secure. That was huge for me.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through, no limit to what we can do.
Perfect way to line those up. Test them all again.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's only being held on one side.
Right. Yes, the click. Another thing that was done, drawers under the bed were not installed square. This existed already, this platform. So they didn't close properly, and when I would drive, they would slide open. So I put a bungee cord around to try and keep them closed. And what it did was pull off the front, the face plate of one of the drawers. And so River installed an L bracket in there. So, and she also fixed a little clip that holds it closed, and now it's not sliding open anymore. At some point in time, I am going to replace that frame probably, because it kind of drives me a little bit nuts that the drawers don't fit properly and they don't close evenly and that sort of thing. But for now, that's big for me.
You and I can weather any storm.
The other thing that was done was that my double bus doors, whatever mechanism was originally on there to open and close them, has been disarmed. And I ended up putting U-brackets on the inside of the doors and putting a little piece of metal piping in there with holes drilled through it, and I put padlocks in. But the doors would come open. There'd be a gap at the top. So if there was inclement weather, if it was raining or anything like that, it would come in. Plus also, it was noisy. Driving down the highway with the doors partially open, well, also not feeling very secure. Yeah, it was noisy. So River and my friend Keith, whose house I was using for the last few months, as you know, to do the renovations, thank you, Keith, secured the brackets, which had been coming a bit loose. They put self-tapping screws in. And all we did was get a longer piece of wood that spanned the whole distance instead of just a small part of the door frame, spanned the whole distance, and now it's staying closed. So that's only a temporary fix, because when I'm outside, if that piece of wood is on the inside, I can't get in those doors. I have to come through the driver's door. And so at some point in time, I will put some sort of locking mechanism that I can access easily without having to climb up over the driver's seat to get into the bus.
We don't need no more.
This is the last issue to contend with. I have these brackets on each side of the door, and I have been putting this piece in here, this piece with padlocks in each, one up here and one down here. The problem is that this bar isn't long enough, and when I drive, you can see the door bows open at the top. So we have put in different screws because the screws were coming loose. Oh, I can't get this out now. We've put in self-tapping screws in both sides, so they're nice and solid. And we're cutting a piece of wood that will fit in here and span the whole width of the door. And I'm hoping that for now that's going to do the trick for me. I don't know how well you can see these brackets. Oh, there you go. You can see them better there. So the bar of wood does work in there, but there's a little bit of play. So I have these little rubber stoppers. I'm going to put a few of those in and see if that helps stop the rattle. So there we go. For now, that is doing the trick. It's keeping the door closed. So 3 little things took place today, and it was fun, and we chatted, and it was just lovely. And I just feel so happy about that. Another thing that I've resolved, just temporarily resolved, is I bought a little soft-sided cooler bag, because I had put some ice in garbage bags in the large segment of my 12-volt fridge freezer. But inevitably the water was finding its way out. Now, that is a big, heavy fridge freezer. It's on a glide, it's strapped in, there's no drain on it. So it was really hard to get that water out of there. So putting that little cooler bag in, and just keeping some of the bare necessities. I can't go without cream for my coffee. A little carton of milk, some cheese, some butter, maybe a few grapes. just some basics, because my home is on wheels. I can go and get fresh salad or meat or whatever I want every day if I want to. Do I want to do that every day? No, of course not.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times.
I had been putting ice in this large compartment and trying to find a way to contain it, because as you can see, the set power's on a slide, it's strapped in, and there's no drainage hole because it's not meant to hold ice. But somehow the ice would melt and always seem to escape, and getting it out of there was difficult. I found this little soft-sided cooler bag and decided that, so it does unzip, but it also has this handy little flap. But for now, that's going to do the trick for me. It will get resolved. I have sent out an email to a company. I'm trying to find somebody who can install a DC to DC charger in my bus. It's relatively new. Not everybody even knows what they are yet. And so it may take me a little bit of time before I get that resolved, but it will get resolved. Little things. Little things. I've said that for so long. I used to say little things like watching black-capped chickadees made me so happy. And today, it's the little things, the little fixes in my home that are bringing me comfort and peace of mind and happiness. So do you ever think about that? Do you ever think about the little things that happen to you almost on a daily basis that make you smile, that make you happy? What are some of the little things for you?
Even in the hard times, you and I can.
I want to thank everyone for your kindness and your empathy. Oh my gosh, this is such an amazing community. I had one person who left me a rather harsh comment about my whining, and I knew there'd be at least one. I suggested that maybe this isn't the channel for that person, because if you can't be honest about what's going on in your life, what's the point? I don't want to paint a rosy picture when it's not always rosy. It's as I've said before, whether you're in sticks and bricks or whether you're living an amazing nomadic life, there are going to be times when you're down, there are going to be challenges. You're inevitably going to break down or have a flat tire or some sort of issue with your home, just like you would if your furnace went out in your house, if you have a sticks and bricks. So, you know, things are going to happen. We're going to have our down moments. But we just have to remember that you just never know what's around the corner. You just never know. It might be the most amazing adventure that you could never have imagined. And that's what keeps me going. So wherever you are in our great, big, beautiful world, I hope you've had a wonderful day, a wonderful week. And I'm going to say bye-bye for now. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.